everyone, my name is Tammy and I am part of LaChiMoLaLa. And so today we are going to talk about a behind the scenes for the TXT debut showcase star. And it's behind the story. And so this is a TXT episode that was published by Hybe, of course, but at the time they did not have English translations for international / global fans, and so T translations were using their subtitles today. And thank you so much for translating, because this is very helpful for people like me who would love to get to know the guys a lot more, and I am certain that the MOAs appreciate the subtitles, so thank you so much, T Translations. But the person I should be really thanking is Lina. So thank you so much, Lina, for sending this link to us. I am very excited to see the behind the scenes of the debut showcase. And, you know, like, my expectation of this is they're going to do really well. Obviously, they put in so much hard work. We saw that through the first season of Talk by Today. You saw them, like, you know, the dance practices going over and over and over it. You see that we got to see them in the recording studio with Slow Rabbit. And by the way, thank you so much for you guys who commented about that. I actually know who Slow Rabbit is. He's a very prestigious producer, and he's associated, of course, with BTS and now also TXT. I'm assuming that they probably have a producer deal, Hybe and Slow Rabbit. That's besides the point. But I couldn't I actually didn't look up his picture to see what he looked like. So now I know exactly who he is visually. But I'm very familiar with his producer credits with the music that he's done. So especially, of course, with BTS. So that being said, I'm really excited to go behind the scenes and see, you know, how the guys are going to interact, like how nervous they are, because I'm pretty sure that's the feeling that they're going to go through, like, before their showcase. Like, we get to see more footage of them in that regard, you know. And I just can't fathom that idea, you know, like what the feelings that they may have gone through. Like, probably, you know, definitely nervousness and happiness, and just to be out there as an artist that they work so hard for, you know. And so I'm really excited to see this episode. So again, thank you so much, Lina, for sending this, and we are gonna get into it and see them perform and see the behind the scenes, because I love the behind the scenes a lot. And I will say that because, you know, I feel like a lot of behind the scenes people don't get enough credit for what they do. It takes a whole village to get these artists out front and center. So you have the costume department, you have the makeup artists, you have all these other departments that you really don't think about, you know, finance people, by the way, you know, and royalties, you know, all these people that are behind an artist. So I have mad respect for everyone that's also behind the scenes, like clearly like the producers, mixers, arrangers, engineers, and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, anyways, that's enough for me. So, let's get into this. Wow, March 5th. Y'all, this is huge milestone right here to debut. And I will say that some bands aren't able to debut even though they put in all that work. Very crazy if you think about it, but I'm so glad that these guys were able to debut. That tells me that Subin's always eating.
맛있네요.
Even on the debut showcase that they're showing him eating. Taehyun.
토마토 먹방. 얼마나 모험생이에요.
Taehyun is like, I'm prepared. I have everything ready to go.
안녕하세요.
Okay, mics are so tricky. These wireless mics. I should know I have one. Yes, that's good. Yeah, they do a lot of dancing, and that is very smart of them to warm up. They do it all the time, but they don't show it. I'm gonna stop right here really quickly. I like the background of this. It's very colorful, it's really happy, it's really them. And I love the words like crown in the background right there. Yeah, so I'm gonna move forward. I might pause a lot, you guys. Sorry about that. It's just interesting to me. And there's dog prints too. So interesting.
커피요? 아, 커피요? 맨날 그렇게 하라고 맨날 말씀했습니다. 그래서 만나자는 게 맞나 했는데 오늘은
Look at that. Definitely need to eat. Look how excited they are.
하나 갖고 오너라.
지옵니다.
하나 갖고 오거라.
다들 것입니다.
하나 갖고 오거라.
전화
하나 갖고 오거라.
맞다, 수빈이 형. 그 초반에는
He looks very 80s right now.
여자가 솔직히 순서를 헷갈릴 일이 없을 거예요.
80s outfit with the neon colors, the
마지막에
headband.
무대 다 하고 올라갈 때는 저희끼리만 있거든요. 아니, 그 인사랑 마지막 멘트 딸 때 저희끼리만 있어서 그 순서를 잡아야 돼. 뒷부분이 순서를 잡아야 돼.
앞뒤 부분 순서?
다녀오세요.
This song is so cute. This is actually the first song I heard from TXT.
그 오프닝부터 하는 건가요? 네, 쭉 넣어서 가요.
By the way, I should mention that I've never seen their showcase before, so this is all very new to me. Look at that! I love the neon colors that they have on them. It's very refreshing. It's like very fresh, you know, especially for, you know, their whole concept right now.
네, 제가 직접 읽어보겠습니다.
This is really awesome.
2019년 3월 5일 화요일 날씨 시원한 제목 오늘이 오기는 왜
Okay, I don't know this song. You guys know that I haven't been through the whole entire catalog yet, especially the earlier songs like this. I will get to it, I promise. But this is very interesting. I love like the whole mood of the song already, and also the background also helps a lot too. With it as well. It's, you know, compared to like the other song where it was like really energetic and they had all sorts of like crazy colors in the background for Crown. Now this, like having a stage like this and having the background like this, like kind of sets up the stage, you know, and yeah, so I'm gonna move forward.
실점만 남았어요. 잘하셨어요.
What's the one more thing?
괴물이 될지 몰랐는데 진짜 다 거의 넘어가려고 그래요. 중앙세. 아예 조금 뒤주시면 딱 중앙세 딱 보시면 거기까지 그 라인에 딱 뜻이 딱안 딱.
I love this teamwork right now. Wow, look at that. They must be so excited. That's a lot of fans. I wasn't, clearly I wasn't there, quote unquote, there at the time to see, you know, how hyped them up. And I really, really hope that they did. And from the looks of it, they have a bunch of fans out there. So I'm really excited for them.
그래서 저 빨리 제 응원법 알고 싶어요. 여러분도 할 수 있어요.
Taehyun looks so good right now. Even though he reminds me of like an 80s child right now.
7시 넘었어.
7시 9분이야.
벌써 밖에 한번 나갈까 생각
Hyunin Kai looks so young.
확 공개하는 게 좋잖아요. 아무래도 나중에 나갈 때 8시에 딱 멋있게 등장하는 게 좋으니까.
와, 저 근데 진짜로 저희가 공개된 지 2달
2 months.
만에 이제 거의 2달 만에 팬분들이랑 처음 뵙는 거잖아요. 2달 동안 맨날 막 트위터로 공식 커뮤니티로만 글로만 이렇게 인사를 드리다가 실제로 얼굴 마주보고 목소리로 이제 대화를 나눌 생각하니까 너무 설레고 좋아요. 팬분들 처음 뵈는 자리니까 진짜 열심히 한번 해보고 오겠습니다. 곧 만나요.
감각이죠. 머리 이렇게 돌돌 만 거예요. 와, 멋있는데?
He looks a little nervous.
알았어, 보여주겠어. 보여주겠다.
Yeonjun's hair looks pretty cool.
와,
우리 진짜 열심히 하자. 난 내일 차분하지.
아니면 저요? 저 별로
I'm so glad that they're not nervous.
떨린다는 게 막 무서운 게 아니라
I thought they would be. I guess they're more excited than anything else to meet their fans face to face for the first time.
아이스크림 설레.
롤러코스터 약간 내려가기 약간 직전 느낌.
머릿속에 CAO밖에 생각이 안 난다.
저희 일자 한번 쓸 때 각자 다 오른쪽 계속 스크린 보면서 가야 돼요. 네. 현관으로 붙여놨으니까.
This is such a random thought, but I wonder if they kept their debut pose or whatnot, or gave it away to charity, or auctioned it off, or something like that.
투모로우바이투게더!
일조! 함께하자! 파이팅! 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 파이팅!
Fighting, you guys! I'm so excited for them! And clearly this already happened already. It's so cool. They don't have their light sticks yet, so they have those colored sticks. That's awesome. I love looking at the stage. I know it's kind of weird. You only see fog right now, but again, it sets up the mood for them. And so this is really exciting. The walk of confidence. Yeah. What a cute dance! They look so happy. That's when you're passionate about music, when you say it's fun, you know?
와, 진짜 엄청났네요. 아, 이렇게 많을 줄 몰랐습니다. 너무 많아서.
Oh,
엄청 두근두근 됐어요.
look at that huge smile on his face. I love it.
너무 신나갖고 너무 너무 신났어요.
Oh.
평소보다 2배는 되는 것 같아요. 흥분해갖고 하나 빼겠습니다.
I love that their mics they have their names on it. I think that's especially helpful, especially they're a new band, a rookie band. So at least the people in front of them could like associate them. Like, you know, pinpoint who's who. Aww.
감사합니다. 투모로우바이투게더 리더 수빈입니다.
All this cheering.
투모로우바이투게더 귀염둥이 막내
Bombed you.
네, 안녕하세요. 투모로우바이투게더
The mood maker. Yeonjun.
안녕하세요. 투모로우바이투게더 막형 원수입니다. 안녕하세요. 투모로우바이투게더의 사랑둥이 막내 태연입니다.
Love it.
자, 이제 앉아서 얘기를 해봅시다. 저희가 어제 데뷔를 하게 됐잖아요. 네. 이제 정말 시작이구나, 이제서야 정말 데뷔구나 실감이 났고, 또 옆에 있는 멤버들에게 고맙고 미안한 감정도 막 밀려오고.
티미를 이제 처음 들었을 때, 상당히 기네. 이제 저는 기억에 남는 게 되게 중요하다고 생각해서
네.
잊지 못할 이름이잖아요.
네.
전 마음에 들었습니다.
그렇군요.
저 처음에 들었을 때, 야, 이건 투모로우바이투게더 어느 날 머리에서 뿌리자. 투모로우바이투게더의 어느 날 머리에서 뿌리자.
우리 안무에 힐링 포인트가 있다면 어떤 게 있을까요? 수빈 씨가 되는.
네, 제 생각에는 이전 후렴구에 저희 기타를 맞췄고 네, 그게 힐링 포인트 같습니다.
그렇군요. 또 다른 힐링 포인트가 있다면요?
저는 수빈 형이 끝부분에 화려하게 막 등장한 다음에 총알 딱 쓰는
Aww. That's so cute.
힐링이지 않을까.
Amazing.
그리고 바로 이어서 총알 안무도 음악 주시죠. 자, 총알 안무.
That's a very cool move. I love it.
저는 항상 처음 뵐 때마다 소원이 들었는데 별님 우리 투모로우바이투게더 영원하게 해주세요. 저희 멤버들을 너처럼 아니 너보다 더 빛날 수 있게 해주세요. 라고
Aww.
다섯 분들과 이렇게 좋은 얘기를 나눠봤습니다. 준비한 무대가 있다면서요?
네. 저희가 방금 별에게 소원을 드렸듯이
Aww.
별의 한상을
Okay, now I know what the song is called. think it's cool that they had an upbeat song like Crown and now they have a ballad like this to show their vocal range. That's pretty important. Love their outfits. Super cash.
자, 멤버들 이제 들어가셔야 돼요.
마킹 되는 분.
들어갈게요. 들어갑니다.
Yes. I love it. The song is so good. This is like a really great debut track. Amazing.
이대로 마치잖아요. 저희 팬분들이랑 사진 한번 찍기로 할까요?
Aw, so cute.
준비됐어요?
Now they get to cherish this moment forever. So adorable. I hope they took it in as long as possible. That's a moment that they'll never get back. Like being on the stage for the very first time and seeing their fans. For the very first time.
되게 오묘해요. 되게 말로 설명을 못 하겠어요. 꿈 같아요. 되게 현실 감각이 없는 것 같아요. 그런 거 아니겠죠? 아,
I love how he's pinching his cheeks.
너무 행복합니다.
Taehyun is so sweet.
아 진짜 너무 눈물이 나려고 했는데 불이 사라졌어. 정말 눈물이 나려고 했는데
Oh, he's so
뭔가
sentimental.
사진도 찍어야 되고 눈물을 울면은 눈물이 앞을 가려서 팬분들 보다가 열심히 참았습니다. 진짜 오늘 못 잊을 것 같아요. 진짜 이렇게 다 기억에 담았어요. 진짜 울 것 같아요.
일생 최고의 날이 될 수 있을 것 같아요.
Oh.
진짜 이렇게 처음 팬분들과 만나게 됐는데 와 이렇게 되게 진짜 엄청난 것 같아서 진짜 너무 신기하죠. 너무 텐션 들어가잖아. 너무 행복했어요. 진짜. 앞으로도 이렇게 계속 만나게 될 거니까 감사합니다. 뭐냐? 아닙니다. 아는 거야. 열심히 한 거.
근데 너무 재밌었어요, 진짜로. 진짜로 너무 행복했어요.
Oh, good.
아직 가고 싶어.
Oh.
너무 아쉬워요. 좀 더 있고 싶었는데.
뭔가 너무 짧은 순간에 모든 행복한 것들이 다 담기에는 시간이 너무
살짝 영원히 이루고 싶었는데
너무 다 목이 아플 정도로 응원을 해주셔가지고
너무 감사했어요.
함께 찾는 원데이.
Alright, you guys, that was really fun. I really enjoyed watching the behind the scenes with them and how that they were feeling at the moment. I thought that they would be a lot more nervous, but they weren't. So, such professionals. I had no idea why I thought that. Maybe because, like, for me, I would get very nervous being on stage. But again, I'm not a performer. I'm more of a behind the scenes type of gal. So, yeah, I could never do what they do. But, yeah, like, I really enjoyed them. Like, you could tell that they are so happy to be there. They had a ton of fun. And Subin being the leader, like, it's so funny. He's like, why am I not nervous? Like, I'm so calm. Like, I'm so calm, you know, and that's good for him to vocalize that to his team members, you know. Not everyone vocalizes like how they feel, and for him, especially him being the leader and saying like how calm he is and stuff like that, I'm sure it was very calming for the other members too. Even though some of them were like, yeah, I feel totally calm right now too, you know. So yeah, so I really loved how they showed like the rehearsal, their first run through of the rehearsal, and they actually did not look nervous at all. You know, like they knew exactly what they were doing, and I'm sure in their heads too, they kind of thought like, you know, we got announced 2 months ago. And I'm sure that they were practicing way before 2 months ago. It's just the announcement that they, you know, they're a new band and stuff like that. But I'm sure they practice on this whole showcase day in and day out for hours on end until like yay hours in the morning. And when they did the showcase, it was like, oh, easy peasy. It's like another dance practice, you know, no worries. But the only difference would be like they would be in full makeup, they would be in their clothes, and they get to meet their fans for the first time. And so Heenan Kai's face though, like I really, really, really loved his like, I guess, last remarks, you know, or his remarks about you know, like he's like so happy like to see the fans and stuff like that. He didn't want it to end. He wanted it to be longer. And I thought that was really cute. And actually, I think that was like pretty much the whole sentiment for all of them, you know. I really loved how Taehyun was like, yo, you know, my favorite dance move is like that bullet, you know, the bullet, you know, when Subin comes out. And I thought that was like really cute that he was highlighting Subin. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. And for me looking in, you know, the whole like Tomorrow by Together, and you guys like the MOAs, who love them so much, like I could see it, you know, like I could see how charismatic they are. They're very genuine, and their music is good. Like putting their personalities and stuff aside, which is obviously the big part of that as well, just focusing on the music itself is really good. And I love that they chose a ballad and I love that they chose Crown because we all know that that's an upbeat song, you know. So I did mention that during the reaction video because it's really important, especially like it's like a first impression, right? It's like going on a first date. You want to give the best impression possible, and you don't want to, you know, put yourself in a niche where it's like, okay, like we're a new band and we only do up-tempo songs, you know. You want to show the world like your best vocal range, you know, like, yeah, I could do up-tempo songs, I could do ballads, you know, and that's pretty important. Like, you want to give that lasting impression, you know, because you may run into people like me where I'm like, you know, I really love up-tempo music, but not quite a fan of the ballads, but, you know, like, but I still want to hear it, you know, like, I still want to see where your vocal range is, you know, and so they did a very good job. And so this makes me want to see the whole showcase in its entirety. I just saw parts of it, you know, like earlier I mentioned that, like, I haven't seen the showcase yet, so this definitely makes me want to go see it. But yeah, I'm really excited to keep learning about these guys. I feel like with each episode, with like every content that I'm watching that you guys are telling me to watch, like, I feel like I'm getting a little bit step closer, you know, to becoming a MOA. And trust me, like, I'm one of those types of people who don't like immediately say like, oh yeah, I'm a mom baby, or oh yeah, I'm a fantasy, or oh yeah, I'm an army. Like, I'm being very honest with you guys. Like, I don't do that because like it takes me a while to, like, I want to hear a lot of their music before like I start like naming myself. I know it's weird, you know, but almost there to Moa, almost there. I promise I will be there. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm so excited to get to know more of them and who they are. And so far, I love what I see, and I am going to continue to listen to their music and get acquainted with them. So now we're going to transition to, actually, I haven't listened to the first full album yet in its entirety. So we are going to transition, we as in Beth and me, because I know that you guys wanted to... well, actually, backtrack. We got a request that that you guys wanted to see my initial reaction to the album, the first album, and I have not listened to it in its entirety yet. I've heard some tracks. Clearly, I've heard Crown. You guys know that. But I haven't listened to, just their whole album in its entirety. Like, I know certain songs like Cat and Dog. I don't know if like Runaway's on the album too. I don't know. But I'll have to look at the track listing. But yeah, look forward to that. I'm going to have my first listen to the album, which is super exciting. And Beth is actually going to join me on that one because she wants to see my reaction too. And we're going to have a full-blown discussion about that. So... so she's going to join me for that. And, again, Lina, thank you so much for this. This is really, really fun. I really appreciate you sending this, behind the scenes, story for me. It went quite well. We saw the whole pre-debut practice for Talk By Today season 1, and then, watching the behind the scene, for their, debut showcase. So that's perfect, you know? So, all right, you guys. So, thank you so much for joining me, on this journey. Like, it's so much fun, like, watching all of this content with you guys. And then you guys, give me feedback, additional feedback that the video didn't even give to me. And, again, like, every single time I'm watching, I'm learning why you guys are MOLAs, and you know, that makes my heart warm and fuzzy. Like, I totally see it, I get it. So all right, you guys, thank you so much. If you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I am part of LaChiMoLaLa. 안녕.